Have you ever wondered how different religious traditions view the figure of God? In this video, we will explore the relationship between Allah and the God of the Bible, revealing the similarities and differences that shape the faith of millions around the world. The figure of Allah is central in Islam, representing the one and sovereign God. However, understanding and interpreting this within the biblical context and Christian tradition is a topic that generates much debate and discussion. This video aims to explore the relationship between Allah and the conception of God in the scriptures, analyzing the similarities and differences while also providing historical context for this figure in both traditions. To begin this reflection, it is essential to understand the nature of God in the Bible, as this lays the groundwork for meaningful comparisons between Allah and the God of the Judeo-Christian tradition. In the Bible, God is described as the creator of the universe, all-powerful, all-knowing, and ever-present. The Hebrew term for God, Elohim, and the Greek term theos appear in various contexts, highlighting divine sovereignty and majesty. The nature of God in the Bible is multifaceted, reflecting essential concepts of faith. A central aspect is monotheism, a fundamental belief asserting the existence of only one God, which is a pillar of Judaism and, by extension, Christianity. The Shema, a central declaration of Jewish faith, Deuteronomy 6:4, emphasizes this belief, underscoring divine unity. Additionally, God in the Bible is presented as a personal entity that relates to humanity. He makes covenants, answers prayers, and manifests his presence in various ways, such as in the Exodus, where he reveals himself to Moses. The duality of justice and mercy is also a recurring theme, where God is described as just and merciful, demanding righteousness but also offering forgiveness. Now, as we analyze the figure of Allah in Islam, we note that it is the Arabic name for God, and belief in Allah is fundamental. The concept of God in Islam has characteristics that align with and differ from the God of the Bible, revealing a new dimension in the understanding of the divine. Monotheism is absolute in Islam. Allah has no partners, is not divided into parts, and cannot be physically represented. This uniqueness is key to understanding the Islamic view of God. Additionally, Allah's transcendence is crucial. He is seen as completely beyond human comprehension. The 99 attributes of Allah, known as Asma'ul Husna, emphasize this greatness and transcendence. Revelation also plays a central role in Islam. Muslims believe that Allah revealed himself through prophet, with Muhammad being the last of them. The Islamic sacred text, the Quran, are considered the literal word of Allah, reflecting a continuity of revelation that is distinct from biblical tradition. As we move forward in our analysis, it is essential to compare Allah and God in the Bible, as, while they share several characteristics, there are also important distinctions worth exploring. First, the similarities between the two are remarkable. Both the God of the Bible and Allah are seen as the only creator and sustainer of the universe. Furthermore, both are described as all-powerful, all-knowing, and just, and both care about human morality. The tradition of prophets communicating God's will is common to both religions, though the list of prophets and their stories varies considerably between the two traditions. However, the differences cannot be ignored. In Christian theology, God is conceived as a Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. This idea is rejected by Islam, which asserts that Allah is unique and indivisible. The relationship with humanity also manifests in distinct ways. The God of the Bible is often described in terms of a personal and intimate relationship with believers, while in Islam, the relationship with Allah is more formal, emphasizing submission and worship. Revelation is another area where differences stand out. The Bible is regarded as a collection of books inspired by God, while the Quran is seen as the direct and unchangeable word of Allah. These distinctions are crucial for understanding how each religion perceives divinity and the relationship with the sacred. To fully grasp the interpretation of Allah in the Bible, it is vital to historically contextualize this figure. The Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, share common roots but have developed in distinct cultural and historical contexts. The ancient Near East, for instance, influenced both the Old Testament and Islamic texts. The idea of a single God opposed the prevailing polytheism of the time, creating a solid foundation for the development of monotheism. As we move into the era of Islam in the 7th century, the emergence of this new faith brought an innovative perspective on God that diverged from Jewish and Christian conception. The Quran, written in Arabic, reflected the culture and language of pre-Islamic Arabia, presenting a unique view of Allah. Moreover, the interactions between Christianity and Islam throughout history, which include dialogues and conflicts, have shaped the perception of God and Allah, influencing how each tradition views the other. This historical dynamic is fundamental for understanding contemporary relationships between the religions. The perception of Allah and the God of the Bible is also shaped by cultural factors. Stereotypes and media narratives often influence how people understand the other religion. Media coverage of Islam, for example, can generate stereotypes that distort the view of Allah, overlooking the depth and richness of Islamic thought. Conversely, interfaith dialogue initiatives aim to build bridges between Christians and Muslims, promoting a deeper understanding of Allah and the God of the Bible as part of the quest for peace and coexistence. This effort is vital for overcoming prejudices and building a more harmonious future. As we reflect on the figure of Allah in the Bible, we are led to consider the similarities and differences between religious traditions, recognizing that the worship of Allah in Islam and the worship of the God of the Bible bring rich interpretations of the divine. Both Islam and Christianity offer complex and multifaceted views on divinity and the relationship with the world. And by exploring these nuances, we are invited to consider the universal messages of love, compassion, and justice present in both traditions. The search for truth and understanding of the divine leads us on a path of dialogue and respect, where we can learn from each other and work together toward a more just and peaceful world. This reflection on Allah in the Bible is an invitation to all of us, regardless of our beliefs. May we always strive to better understand what unites us and learn from the rich traditions that shape humanity's faith and spirituality. Now that you've learned about the nuances between Allah and the God of the Bible, how will this understanding impact your own spiritual journey? Delving into this topic not only enriches your understanding, but also opens doors for more respectful dialogue between traditions. If you enjoyed this content, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to follow for more insights that connect and inspire. Until next time.